You know that feeling, right? Waking up with a stiff neck, taking that incredibly gingerly first step out of bed, or realizing that just opening a jar suddenly takes real effort? If you're dealing with this, you already know exactly how frustrating it is. Well, today, we are diving deep into our explainer on the ultimate guide to joint health and arthritis management. We're going to completely change how you handle these daily struggles.
Seriously.
Have you ever woken up with a sharp, stubborn ache in your knees or your lower back? Millions of people globally experience this exact thing every single day. It actively chips away at our hobbies, our mobility, and just our overall quality of life. But here is the incredible revelation we're unpacking today. Joint degradation and pain, they do not have to be an inevitable, mandatory toll of getting older. No way. You actually have the power to actively protect, manage, and even repair your joints, and it all starts the very moment you understand how they actually work.
Here is the roadmap for our explainer today. We're going to systematically cover the joint pain crisis, inside a failing joint, 4 early warning signs, why movement is medicine, diet, weight, and supplements, and finally, your daily action plan. All right, let's get right into it.
Section 1. Inside a failing joint. Let's take a look under the hood. First up, we have cartilage. So, this smooth, rubbery tissue caps the ends of your bones and acts as the ultimate shock absorber. I mean, when you have healthy cartilage, it completely prevents your bones from grinding against each other. It takes the absolute brunt of our everyday physical movements, basically ensuring our skeletal system remains flexible rather than snapping under pressure. Now, surrounding that protective cartilage, we have something called synovial fluid. You can think of this thick, slippery liquid exactly like premium motor oil in a car engine. It lubricates the entire area, allowing for completely frictionless movement. But, when this biological system starts to degrade, those beautiful shock absorbers wear thin. Suddenly, boom, bone rubs directly against bone. This creates intense friction, devastating microtears, and massive irritation. That mechanical breakdown, that is the exact birthplace of chronic joint pain. Which brings us to section 2, 4 early warning signs. Identifying that breakdown early is absolutely everything. Now, arthritis isn't actually a single disease. It's really an umbrella term for over 100 different conditions that cause joint inflammation. But the 2 primary types you need to know are osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Osteoarthritis, or OA, is that classic, slow, mechanical wear and tear issue. It develops over years, usually hitting weight-bearing joints like hips and knees. Rheumatoid arthritis, or RA, well, that's an entirely different beast. It's an autoimmune disease where your body's immune system gets confused and mistakenly attacks the joint's lining, the synovium. And unlike OA, RA often attacks symmetrically. So if your left wrist hurts, your right one likely will too. And it can even trigger full body fatigue. So what exactly are we looking out for here? Number 1, persistent pain. We are talking about temporary workout soreness. This is a deep, dull ache that lingers for weeks on end. Number 2, morning stiffness. If you wake up basically locked in place and it takes more than 30 minutes to loosen up, that is a massive red flag. Number 3, swelling and redness. If a joint looks visibly larger, if it's highly tender to the touch, or if it radiates heat, your body is actively fighting an inflammatory crisis right there. And number 4, reduced range of motion. When you suddenly can't bend your knee all the way or ball your hand into a tight fist, it means the joint capsule is physically tightening up due to internal damage. Moving on to section 3, why movement is medicine. Okay, when your joints hurt, your immediate intuitive instinct is to just completely stop moving, right? Like, if it hurts, rest it. Actually, scratch that. Resting painful joints is one of the absolute worst mistakes you can make. It all comes down to a fascinating physical process called synovial pumping. You see, cartilage doesn't have a direct blood supply. It acts exactly like a sponge, relying entirely on physical movement to survive. When you move, the pressure squeezes out waste products. And when you release that pressure, it sucks in fresh, nutrient-rich synovial fluid. Literally, if you stop moving, your joints will starve. We solve this with two specific strategies. Step 1, low-impact aerobics. You kind of have to drop the high-impact concrete pounding activities like running, which violently slam weight onto your compromised joints. Instead, swap those for swimming or water aerobics. The water's buoyancy takes the pressure completely off your skeleton while still providing excellent resistance. Step 2 is an incredible revelation: strength training. Your muscles actually act as a secondary suspension system for your body. If your quadriceps are weak, your knee joint takes 100% of the impact. By building the surrounding muscle, you create this powerful protective shield that absorbs the shock, which drastically drops your daily pain levels. Section 4. Diet, weight, and supplements. Arthritis is fundamentally an inflammatory condition, which means building an anti-inflammatory toolkit right in your kitchen acts as a highly effective natural painkiller. But before we even talk about food, let's just talk about the sheer physics of your body weight. For every single extra pound of excess weight you carry, your knees experience exactly 4 pounds of crushing pressure with every single step. 4 pounds. To put that into perspective, if you are just 10 pounds overweight, that is 40 extra pounds of destructive force hitting your joints thousands of times a day. Managing your baseline weight is honestly the fastest way to physically alter the stress on your skeletal system. To support that weight management and fight inflammation from the inside out, you really want to look at omega-3s. Found in cold water fish like salmon or walnuts and chia seeds, these healthy fats actively block inflammatory pathways in your body. Then you have antioxidants from berries, spinach, turmeric, and ginger that protect your tissues from oxidative stress. Compounds like curcumin, found in turmeric, can actually rival the effects of over-the-counter anti-inflammatory meds, which is amazing. Then we look to supplements. Glucosamine and chondroitin, if taken consistently, can preserve your remaining cartilage matrix. And vitamins D3 and K2, they are the ultimate duo. D3 ensures you absorb calcium, while K2 acts as the critical traffic director, making sure that calcium goes straight into your bones instead of calcifying your blood vessels or joint tissues. Section 5. Your daily action plan. Managing joint health is an everyday practice of self-care. It's choosing a short walk over sitting on the couch all evening. Let's rapidly recap the toolkit to get you out of passive suffering. 1. Keep moving with low-impact exercise to trigger that vital synovial pumping. 2. Strengthen surrounding muscles to build up that secondary suspension system. 3. Feed your body an anti-inflammatory diet. 4. Manage your baseline weight to take the physical crush off your knees. And 5. Talk to a trusted doctor. You never, ever need to suffer in silence. Medical professionals can provide custom physical therapy, targeted injections, or even advanced joint replacements to offer a completely fresh start. So, what does this all mean for you? Which joint gives you the most trouble? Think about that for a second. Your joints have carried you through every adventure, every achievement, and every beautiful moment of your life. Now it's time to take control of your mobility and your longevity. By utilizing these science-backed strategies starting today, you can ensure they confidently carry you through many more incredible years. Take a moment to answer our question. Let us know which joint you're going to start actively protecting today.